Did you feel that justice was served?
I don't think I thought about justice per se because I was still blaming myself and thought it was something that I did or didn't do. I had to leave my family, I had to leave my home, and I had to move away.
Jennifer, have you ever spoken to Nicki directly?
She called me. She offered to fly me and my family to LA, turned it down. And I told her, this really happened. And I hadn't spoken to her since. And then the threats that I received because I kept saying no to every offer. The last message I received was that I should have taken the money because they're gonna use that money to put on my head.
Mademoiselle, and this is my channel, and today we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. Now, this is something I wanted to talk about for quite some time, but I wanted to see where it was going to go, and y'all, it's going. Now, if you guys are not aware, his victim Jennifer recently did an interview with the Real daytime talk show, and it's quite intense. You guys have to watch it. It's going to be linked down below with a whole lot of other things like, you know, liking, sharing, subscribing, and joining the email list because YouTube loves to play with my notifications. But you guys definitely have to watch that interview completely in order to understand what I'm going to be talking about today. I would guess that a lot of you guys who clicked on this video already know the situation, have already watched the video, and have been following this closely because, I mean, if not, that means you're just trying to support me. You love you, bitch. I love you too. So make it official and press subscribe. What you doing? Anyhow, so this situation is very, very interesting. Now, a few disclaimers because I know this is definitely going to be something that a lot of people comment. One, I don't give a fuck for Nicki Minaj. I don't give a fuck for Cardi B. I don't give a fuck for a lot of these female rappers. They don't do shit for me. They're all the same. They're all pretty mediocre in my opinion. Yes, some of them have some really good songs, and yes, if it comes on in the club, I might shake my ass to it. But I don't care for these people because at the end of the day, I don't know what they do in the dark. And as you guys are going to hear and see in this video, there's a lot of shit that goes on in the dark, and this is why you can't defend people. The main reason I'm talking about this situation today is because I do not like the pure hypocrisy that is going on with the situation. Okay, I see a lot of Nicki Minaj fans, okay, the bar, pretty damn silent, okay, and I see a lot of people that are afraid to report on this because they're afraid of the bars. This is a whole crock of bullshit. It's ridiculous. Stop putting celebrities and all these other people on a pedestal. We all do fuck shit. However, I do not like it when people have problematic faves and defend their problematic behavior. People really sitting here fucking defending R. Kelly for crying out loud. For what? R. Kelly makes amazing music. I like his music. You're not gonna see me defending that man's behavior. Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
You can't sit there and just ignore something someone does and try to play it off as if their victims are lying and say that their victims are making shit up. I've never been part of the believe all victims trope. I never have, because I believe that women do lie. Men lie too. People are liars. Humans are pieces of shit. However, when evidence aligns like this, where you have someone that's constantly kind of defending and aligning with people who are, you know, known or thought to or alleged predators, and then you have a victim that is constantly coming out and being silenced to the point where we haven't even seen her face, there's something that really has to be said there. Now, I will say, this is not a new situation. For those of you who are new to this, Jennifer has spoken up numerous times. This has been years in the making, and I don't understand why a lot of these like little outlets, these news outlets that think they're official or whatever, they think that they broke their story. They think that they came up with something new. Bitch, this shit been on the internet. She's been speaking out for quite some time. However, she's been completely anonymous, so I can't completely blame people for not 100% believing her, because it's like, it's hard to resonate with someone when you don't see a face and these are just like, you know, words that are coming at you and you don't really have a connection to the victim. And it's also worse because Nicki Minaj sat there and lied. She said that this woman was a white woman. She said Jennifer and Kenneth were dating. She said that basically everything that Jennifer said was a lie, and all of that was a lie within itself. Now everything is going to a grandstand because she is now suing Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty because she is alleging that they have harassed the hell out of her for the past couple of years, causing her to move numerous times and incur numerous expenses for different things, for moving costs. no one would be filing a harassment suit against you if you weren't truly harassing them. That's like, she definitely has proof of all of these things. This is really going to be interesting to see how all of this plays out and how everyone reacts to this. I'm really disappointed in the lack of coverage about this, because a lot of y'all are hypocrites. Y'all making me want to go back to reporting trending topics, because y'all not doing this right, and y'all are becoming worse than these media outlets. Okay, you guys are YouTubers, you're content creators, you can essentially do whatever the fuck you want. Just to see people be this biased actually genuinely pisses me the fuck off. Now, if you guys are not aware, Kenneth Petty has definitely done a good amount of jail time for a lot of different shit. I personally don't understand why Nicki Minaj married this man and had a kid with this man, but let's just go over that real quick. He spent a little less than 4 years in New York jail for the attempted rape situation. He did not plead guilty, but he took like an attempted rape, I guess a lesser charge, even though she did drop the charges right after. He was still charged in a sense, and then he spent several years in jail for manslaughter. After all of this, she went and married this man. This is not no random man, okay? She's known this man for a long time. She knows him since childhood. I get it, but at the same time, I grew up in the hood. I know many men in my life that I'm like, oh my God, you're cool, I love you as a brother. But would I go and marry any of these niggas in the hood? Hell the fuck no, because they all got a record. They about to ruin my brand. And that's what's going on with Nicki Minaj right now. Not only is she being accused of basically harassing a rape victim, but she also made this man her manager. She also had a baby with this man. But what really annoys me, and the real reason I really decided to make this video, is that a lot of Nicki Minaj's fans are black women. And the rate of sexual assault in the black community is very high. And if you guys do not remember, which I'm sure we all know, Nicki Minaj's brother was also, you know, a whole sexual predator. You can't excuse two things that never lie: numbers and patterns. And the pattern here is definitely apparent, and the number here is 2, and 2 is fucking enough. Okay, you married one, you defended one, which was your brother. They say blood is thicker than water. I never believed in that philosophy, but for a lot of people that's what it is. But then you go and marry someone like that, and then you go on to make music with people like 6ix9ine and everything else that's been convicted of other stuff like that, or, you know, been alleged to do stuff like that. It's like, ooh, it's a little sus, you know? I would never sit here and defend them. And the problem I have with a lot of Nicki Minaj barbs is that they intimidate people so much that people are so afraid to even speak about this right now. Listen, I'm not scared of none of y'all. I really don't give a fuck. I said what I said, I meant what I said, and I'll say that shit again. So whether you believe this woman or not, for you guys to sit there and demonize this woman, make fun of this woman, castize this woman, literally make this woman feel like the dirt on the bottom of y'all shoes, instead of going to stream y'all fave music because she still can't get a fucking Grammy. I said what the fuck I said, is beyond ridiculous to me. It makes no sense to me how people find it okay to degrade this woman, to make her feel so small that she felt so afraid to speak up for herself for this long. This incident happened in like 1994, 1995. I was born in 95, so I'm 26. This was so long ago. This doesn't even make any damn sense. This is a no-brainer, and I feel like it's common sense at this point. And for her to have to go through all of this trouble to really have to sue them, it's fucking real. And if you didn't believe it, and if you think that this girl was making this up, like, let's be real, why would Nicki Minaj be sitting here intimidating her? Okay, now a lot of this lawsuit has a lot to do with intimidation, a lot to do with harassment, a lot to do with the fact that she had to move a couple of times in the past few years. It's just really sad because she literally was sitting there like,
oh, you know, if you recant your statement, I'll give your daughter an autograph of me.
Like, why would I want my daughter to have an autograph with you, bitch? You're part of my trauma, hoe. Just the narcissism, the ego. I know that Karen Civil was her publicist at one point. I don't think that's her publicist now, but shit, Karen Civil can't save her now because Karen Civil trying to save herself from the bullshit she done dug herself in. And this was the perfect time for The Real to drop this damn interview. I'm sure this was filmed before all of this debauchery, but I'm sure that they dropped it now because they know that Karen could never come to save her, and Nicki can't save herself from this mess. And the sad part is she went and made this dumbass nigga, okay, this man that has a record and no previous type of experience being a manager, be her manager. Does anyone not see the type of stupid shit this woman done did to herself in her career? This man could literally divorce her and probably take everything she got if they don't got a prenup. And even with the prenup, just the fact that he's in the position of being her manager, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I understand that, you know, people will have biological clocks and, you know, they want to be married, da da da. This is Nicki fucking Minaj. She could get any man she want. And this goes back to my video that I did on struggle love, when I was talking about how these women glorify struggle love. You guys look up to all of these rappers and all of these women, and they're sitting here in horrible relationships. They got all this money, all these cars, all these houses, all this luxury shit, and they still can't grab themselves a decent man. That sounds pretty pathetic to me. I'd rather sit here in my regular life with my amazing man and not have to deal with these pretentious, horrible men that are literally trying to come after me for my funds and my assets and my business, than have to look like these miserable assholes trying to make it look like they got something that they don't, trying to make you wish like you had their life. Be careful what you wish for when you're trying to say that you want to be like someone. Be careful when you're trying to say that you want to emulate someone's life or you want things that you have, because you know what happens? You inherit their demons, you inherit their bad traits. When you're wishing for the good, you're gonna get the bad as well. I had to learn to stop doing that a very long time ago. Wish to be the best version of yourself. Wish to be who you want to be next year, not this other person that you're watching whose life you don't even fucking know. This is just an absolutely disgusting situation. I feel really bad for Jennifer, because you could tell she's distraught. She's really scared. I'm actually kind of annoyed that she chose to go on The Real Daytime, because we all know that The Real Daytime is real fake. The fact that that show is even on television still is beyond me. I think that that show is just whack as fuck, fake as fuck, trash as fuck. The cast is trash. I just don't like the rotation of cast. I just personally think that the show is not stable, and I really think that the show just comes off very fake. Like, you could tell that a lot of them don't really hang out with each other in real life, and if they do, you can tell it's very much forced and for publicity. But at the same time, as much as I don't like the show, I do feel like they did the interview very well. I feel like they conducted the interview with class. They did a very great job highlighting her story and letting her talk, and maybe that is why they went on there. I haven't seen any of their other interviews like that, but I feel like with other journalists, they kind of overpower the victim a lot. You know, they kind of like, oh, what happened there? Like, they kind of like, you know, try to direct the story in a certain way. But I like the fact that they asked her questions, but they let her tell her story the way that it needed to be told. And the fact that her story never changed. It's just really unfortunate that all of this is coming and hitting the fan like this, because 2021 has been the year of exposures. Niggas is getting exposed this year. The roaches is getting out. I love it. This is just a really sad situation, and I really hope she wins that lawsuit. I really hope that that lawyer is either probably taking a cut of whatever she gets when she wins, or just working pro bono, because she already had to spend so much money on everything that I really would hate to see her take a financial hit because of all of this mess. I really want to hear what you guys think about this. Do you guys think that she is 100% telling the truth? Do you guys think that Nicki Minaj definitely, you know, was trying to coerce her into recanting her statement? Do you guys really believe all of this? Do you think all of this is a facade? Like, just let me know. I want to know your thoughts and opinions down below. If you guys did not watch the interview, like I said, it is linked down below along with other sources. And yeah, with that being said, this is the end of this video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and do all that. And I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.